Hello schemers, today I bring you all this strat using the last of my brought back bunker types. I'm going to be showcasing this on a super simple small base design, but don't you underestimate it as it is a tank taking 28 rockets to raid with a 0 HQM. It has 2 pixel gap loot rooms and a honeycomb bunker for the core. Really glad to share this with all of you as it is a perfect base if you need a starter base, some sort of flank stash base, or you have a JOB and you don't play the game 24/7, this base will be perfect for you to hop on here and there and just enjoy the game. Coming in at 500 metal and 800 stone, this base costs nothing to upkeep and is super simple to build. And if you are like most Rust players and you are unemployed, you can expand this base to your liking and feel free to hop on a build server and cook something up to how you guys would like. You can expand it and turn it into a very beefy base, and if you do, join my Discord and send me a picture, I'd be happy to check it out. No further ado my slimes, let's get into the tour of the Stray. Alrighty schemers, let's get into the tour of the Stray. This is going to be my last of these tiny little base designs I've been posting, then I'm going to get back to the big and normal good base designs I normally make. Let's start off the base design with 2 of our outside little pixel gap bunkers. These are very interesting, and if you need to have shipping container for them, and you need to make them sheet metal just like so in order to actually be able to loot them. And you look here and you can access your pixel gap bunkers, then make it back to sheet metal. You won't be able to loot them and they cannot be shot or anything like that. You need to have this a low wall here or else they can be shot somehow. I don't know, it really doesn't make sense, but yeah, that low wall needs to be there. It also cannot be soft-sided either, so don't you worry. We can run around to the other side and you'll see we have another one of these right here. This is what really bumps up the raid cost, because if you split loot between these and then the core, it really makes this base super cheap and you can just store a lot of the loot out here very easily and just have 2 of these outside little kind of bunkers to store extra loot, so when you get raided you can still have loot the next day. Heading on around here, this is our entrance. We can head up and enter into the base second floor just like so. It's a very nice little cozy second floor here. We have everything you'll need: a repair bench, research table, a vending machine to sell your goods, some small boxes, and you got very nice visibility to check for any door campers that may be outside. Got some little drop box storage, and on these shutters you can toss grenades on it just like so, and it will open and blow anybody that might be out at your front door sitting right here with the BB, which is a very nice little thing you can do. Heading on around, you have a little locker for some quick kits. You have a few G doors actually coming into here, extending the raid cost, and you got some electric furnaces. You can put 3 up here for smelting. Heading over here, you can see this is our bunker. It's a very interesting bunker. Any of you veteran Rust players will probably remember this one. Recreating it is actually super simple, and it's extremely nice, and I'll get onto that in just a minute. But quickly, if you want access to some of my private base designs and more perks, I've started my own Patreon with my personal go-to snowball base design, the Drift. It's a subscribe box, much better than the one on my channel, the Reed. I also have the Veil I just added there, which is a great small group base design, and I have a lot more planned to be popping up on there as well. I also have my own Discord with a nice building community, so if at any point in the video you have problems with the base, you can ask for help there or in the video comments. I also offer some services such as coaching, bases, thumbnails, and cinematics, so if you like what I do or you want to join the community, check out my Discord, link in the description. We can head down into the starter here, where you can see our bunker, nice like this. And this starter is just so cozy, and living as a solo player, just chilling, this base is actually just so nice to live out of. We can break the bunker by breaking that twig, just like so. And you can see it opens up like this. You will have to pick up the door though in order to replace it, and you place the twig right there, and then you come in here and place the roof just like that, and the bunker is rebuilt. In the starter you got plenty of furnaces for smelting, 3 in total. You can put an electric furnace, and you have your workbench with a decent amount of storage here, 4 barrels on the top, 3 on the bottom, and you have your TC in the back here. This is the upkeep with all of the deployables on the base and everything, so keep in mind it'll be a bit less than this without having all of the G doors and everything like that. The raw base is a lot cheaper than this. It's like 500 metal, 500 stone basically upkeep when it's just the raw base. Coming around here, we have our sleeping bag, boom boom boom, and then we can go up through here by breaking this bunker just like so. We can head up here. You can put a ladder here, but I like the double signpost. It's like 10 cents on Steam. Most of you guys should already have it for free. You can just use it. You place a signpost and then a furnace inside of it, and it makes a super nice little jump up. that is the entire base design, and hope you guys like it. The reason it costs so much to raid is because here you have honeycomb, which is super cheap to make because it's only roofs, and then that leads into the starter honeycombing that. So this would be 8 rockets plus 4 rockets, so that's already quite a lot. But then after they do that, they also have to hit these external things, so 12 rockets just to get into there, plus these are 8 rockets each, which very much turns up the raid cost of the base. And if they decide to hit this and then into your starter, that will make it only about a few rockets less, because that is 8 plus 8, 16, and then 24 counting this one as well. And that would be the cheapest way to raid this base. But yeah, it's a very nice little small base design, and with no further ado, let's get into the tutorial of how to build it. Alrighty, let's get into the tutorial of how to build the base. We're going to start off with 3 triangles just like so, a door frame, and then wall in the rest and upgrade it all to stone. We can roof it all off just like that and put a double door on the front. We're going to go ahead and looking at the floor, you should see some big crack here. You can try and align the corners with it, but I mean, just try and place the TC like I'm placing it now. It's a bit of a tricky thing, you might want to practice sometimes. If you mess it up, it's not a biggie. We can go ahead and place the furnace in the back with a window on it, just like so. Sometimes what you might want to do is have this as stone, rotate it, and that should give you a lot more room, and then you can place it. As you can see, if you can't place it, just place a frame and a garage door. Is really not a big deal. But I will be going with the window, and then we're going to want to expand out of here. So let's open this door, exiting from the starter. Let's place 2 more triangles coming up of here, a single door frame this time, and then wall this part in, and we can upgrade all of that to that. And we're going to exit out here, grab your single door, and place it on. Alrighty, this is how I like to toss down the deployables in here. We can enter in. You can put a workbench, a furnace, and a electric furnace. Again, doing stone walls, flipping them outside, and then placing this stuff makes it a lot easier. You can see how the workbench is pushed so far back you can't even really see the backboard of it. Here, you know, rack, you got 4 boxes, 4 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and your furnace here with 2 furnaces. We can exit out of here, and we are going to now make the bunker. Alrighty, now coming outside of the base here, we're going to want to make the bunker. So we're going to go triangle, square, square, just like this. Then make a half moon off of it, just like so. Break these going back in and put a ramp right here. And then we can go ahead and make 2 low walls, just like that. And standing right here, we can look somewhere about here. It really depends. Just like so. Super easy to make this bunker. It'll work almost every time. Then you just walk forward and try and get it connected. Let's see, just jiggle back and forth till it sticks, like right here. Make sure you see how this is blue. That means the bunker will not be working, so we need to redo this. That's actually a very unlucky thing. Usually that doesn't happen. That like never happens. Let's go ahead and do this again. Usually this is always a first try. See, now we cannot place it. That is very good. We can destroy all of this and do a half wall. Sorry, we need to change this to a triangle first. So go triangle, square, triangle off of it, and then going back in, let's go triangle, square, triangle. Now we have a triangle here, and that is what we need to have. Then do half wall, just like so. Then going up to the roof, we can half wall it, just like that. Add a little door on it. First put your half shelf like that. We can put 3 electric furnaces in here. Then we can add our doorway with this on it right there, and add a bit of an extra airlock exiting so we can't get easily door camped. Coming down into here, let's make our jump up and test if the bunker works. We're going to go ahead with a signpost just like so and toss it down right here. For some reason it's being weird. Okay, there we go. Then place your furnace in here right like that, and let's break this door, and now we should be able to jump out super easy, just like so. And you don't need the door not to be there, just so you can test, so you can make the bunker. There we go. You place it, and you can have the bunker in here, I mean the door, just like that. very nicely. Let's leave. Coming out of the base now, we're going to want to metal off this entire roof. And let's go ahead, coming from this back part here, we're going to want to go triangle, 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 triangle off each side. Stone, metal, stone, metal. And then coming from here, let's do this just like so, and let's make one of these bunkers. So, stone on each side. Then we need the roof like that. A low wall in here. And let's go ahead. Got ourselves a little bit stuck here. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead, place the box just like so, right there. And then don't forget to lock it. Locking it is super important. And then place your other roof right here. Just like that. And now we have our pixel gap bunker. Make sure to make it sheet metal so people cannot do anything to it. There we go, and we have one completed. Now let's run around to this side and do the exact same thing. Go ahead and do this. We can make this sheet metal here. 2 walls on each side. Place the roof right there. The low wall right there. Grab your box. Place it in. Grab your code lock. Place it on. Toss on a code. Make sure all of your teammates get the code right now because they won't be able to later. And then put it on right there, and you should have the bunker on this side as well. We can make this all to shipping container as well. Now going ahead on these sides, just put floors everywhere and stun them all off. Don't do those because there's no need for them. You can actually just make these wood, and that should make the upkeep quite decent. Just make those wood, and then around here just toss all of this and make these all stone. Now your whole starter should be honeycombed very nicely, and you should have 2 bunkers. On this side here where the bunker is on, we need to make 2 roofs coming up just like so, and 2 walls. Honeycomb that off like that, and then we can also make some roofs right there. Now that all of this is done, we're going to finish it up. So coming here, let's put a window, a single door, and a window right there. And on this side, let's put a door frame. We can toss a vending machine in it. Gonna be a bit tricky. See, it's not letting us place. We can try and twist this to metal, but I still don't. It will let us place, so you can just switch that back to default metal and you can place it. Then we can add windows on it and our shop fronts. I mean, wooden shutters. Roof all of this off, just like so. Then let's grab our research table, place it in here, right there. A large box. Place your doorway, of course. A repair bench in the back right there. And go ahead and place a locker right in here. 2 barrels for some drop box storage. You can get them placed normally. There we go. Put in the hallway, which is not too nice. If you want, you can just try and replace it a bit better. Boom. Boom. Boom, that is a little bit nicer. For some reason. Okay, there we go. Place this garage door there, replace the repair bench. And there we have it. You guys can wallpaper this all off as well. This top part here though, we need to at least make these HQM. At least these. This one, it's already 2G doors, so this doesn't matter really, but it's above the TC, so you should as well. It's better just to make all this HQM, it really doesn't cost a lot. And going down in here, let's upgrade all of the core walls to metal. Just like so, just upgrading all of these walls up to metal is important. And some of these foundations as well, it is very good to make metal. And there we go, that is the entire base design done. You have everything good. Yeah, there's not much more to it. We can also metal off this roof. It's kind of better to have, so you can't get very easily top down, because that would be not very nice. And there you go, the base is built. You have 1 bunker on each side, you have your shop. Everything's nice, and you guys can cozy it up a bit as well. Hope you guys like this one, and see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.